Chris Noretko. Welcome to a new episode of Skaters and Cars, looking at spots. Today we are in San Clemente, California, going to see Ryan Sheckler. Check out his crazy Costco gap.
Hello, brother.
Hey, buddy.
What's
good? How are you doing?
I'm good.
Nice place you got here.
Thanks, man. Oh, hey, Walter. You almost did a backflip.
Walter.
Hey, come on.
Hey, I was looking for a chill bro to go check out spots with.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna drop in the house.
Where do you want to go first?
Dude, I haven't been to that Costco gap in a long time.
Oh my God, that thing's sick.
Like over years. So I was thinking that could be a cool little trip down memory lane.
You don't have PTSD from that place?
Nah, man. It kind of excites me still.
I feel like you've been kind of low-key the past couple years. There was a time when you had a TV show, and you were like one of the biggest names in skateboarding next to Tony Hawk. What made you decide to step away from that and focus more just on skating?
Well, it was like a bunch of things, man. It was causing turmoil in my family, which I care about more than anything in the world is the well-being of my family. And so it started problems like just with filming every day, you know? It's like cameras every single day. And I started watching episodes and being tripped out that it was not me. And I was like, oh man, I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I acted that way. Like, oh my goodness, you know? And it's like, I was over it. I wanted to skate and I wanted to film and I just wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to be a skateboarder again. I wanted skateboarders to look at me as a skateboarder. And in a sense, something with the show changed for me. Instead of like wanting to be on TV, I realized that I had an opportunity to be strong in a situation that was like my weakest point was when my parents split up. Nobody in their right mind, like I didn't know my parents were gonna get divorced.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a huge family man. That's my life is my family. And so to be filming a TV show that's already stressful, have your parents fighting on the show, and then all of a sudden divorce while we're in season was like MTV's wet dream, my worst nightmare. And then that was where a big decision had to be made, was like, okay, play into this like mode, which I wasn't a I cried because I was emotional, man. I was emotional and my parents had split and there was cameras there. It's like, I don't give a what people say. Like, that's an emotional thing. You cry. I cried.
Sure. Nothing wrong with crying.
That became crying Ryan, man, and all that which was fine, you know? Like, for me, it was just like, damn it, dude. Like, I can't do anything right, you know? And like, my show had drama, but it was fun because I was still like, I was going to these contests and like we were winning XGames with the camera crew there, and that was cool. That was fun. That was a wild experience.
Damn,
Way
dude.
taller than I remember.
That is insane. That's basically just cliff jumping. But the first time you look at it, you're seeing it from the bottom.
Yeah.
You drove by.
Yeah.
Like, that looks doable to you at first looks.
Dude, escape, it's that skate mentality, man. It's just like, that's a gap. Whether it's doable or not, you still like, you can play Tony Hawk Pro Skater in your mind all day long with fantasy tricks, but like, the fantasy tricks become a reality. The brain is so powerful. You can will yourself into doing tricks, and that was one of these situations. I felt it. I woke up and I knew that that was the day to try the kickflip.
You seem like a dude that skates in control, and this seems like complete uncertainty when you crack your tail and see nothing on the other side.
It's 50-50 because I knew I could do it though. Like, I knew, in my head, I knew I was capable of taking the impact, and that was the only worry. Getting over it that's second nature. That's an ollie. I've been doing that my whole life, and anything I can ollie, I can kickflip.
Is that your rule of thumb?
That's, yeah, 100%. Every try, I would explode and then have this walk back up. So it was right here, dude, right where it flattens out. Boom.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. And it's one of those things. So this looks like a flat gap to me, and so that's what I thought. And the first ollie, I clipped it because it's 1.5 feet higher than the ground. And from here, it doesn't look like that, but it's almost 2 feet higher than your takeoff if you look at it from here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's way higher. And I didn't see that. I thought it was flat. And I touched it with my front wheels, and it was like, okay, don't do that again. The first one was so gnarly. It was so gnarly. It like really made me second guess like if it was possible. And it took a while, dude. Like, I could not get used to the feeling of my stomach dropping on the ollie. It was like the trippiest thing.
Even with that brush gone, you're not seeing where you're going until the absolute last second.
Yeah, yeah. And especially from the middle of the street, all like, where are you going?
So you got more for it, you think?
I don't know. I ain't saying nothing.
No claiming?
No claims, dude. I just know I could skate it again, you know? Like, I could take that impact. And so, for me, that's still a special feeling. What up? Thank you. It's dude, it's like 16 feet, 15 feet, you
It's
know?
insane.
It's higher than a vert ramp.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'd jump into it if it had water down there.
Let's go, man.
Want to go hit the TF?
Yeah, let's check it out.
You've been working out religiously every single day for a year and a half.
I take Wednesdays off. This is why we can go on a drive.
Nice. Well, thanks for fitting this in.
No worries, G.
But you've also made some other big life changes that are allowing you to skate at the level you're at.
Absolutely.
What are those and what prompted them?
I mean, number one, first and foremost, is like Jesus Christ. That is number one. I gave my life 100% back into his arms. And like, secondly, is I stopped drinking. I'm an alcoholic, and it created a problem for me, and I had to get help, professional help, last February, and that's where I changed my whole life. Made a commitment to change my thinking, my actions, my habits, 100%, and I have, and I continue to do that daily.
Tell me about that moment at the XGames in Oslo that really prompted your change.
I wanted to lose, dude. I've competed my whole life. That's all I've known is competing. I'm good at it. I like it. I like the energy. And it was the first time in my life that I knew what I had to do to get into the final. And I prayed to not make it into the final, you know? I wanted to lose. I wanted to quit. What I asked for happened. I started skating, and the one trick I knew I had to land to like get in, it just fell away. I felt it slip away, and it was like the craziest feeling. So I had lost my passion. I lost my drive, all the work. Like, I was going to these contests, you know, wanting to win off old tricks and tricks I hadn't practiced, you know, like going into a run trying a trick I hadn't practiced in months, you know.
Let's talk about the recent X Games in Minneapolis.
Yeah, and then
another 1 point.
Yeah, what really happened, lesson, just a life lesson, but how I felt was great, you know, which is such a difference from how I felt in Oslo. I feel amazing. It's the best X Games course, honestly, that I've ever skated. It felt like the 2003 course. And like, I was stoked on my run. It was different, you know. And in my head, I was like, I made it, like, sick. Dude, okay, I barely made it, but like, I'm in there. I've got to be in there. And I missed it by 1 point. I was so cool with it, dude. I was so cool with it.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like, all right, Lord, like, cool. It's 1 point, you know, like, I get it. I didn't want it by 1 point, and now I wanted it, and I missed it by 1 point, and the lesson is to be okay with it.
You did mention El Toro. Should we go cruise by there?
Yeah, I mentioned it. I know the second I said it, I knew you were gonna say that. Nah, dude, I got nothing for that, man. That's like been the craziest lie I've had to like, you know, I've apologized for it, and it was crazy, but that's what the power of our community is, you know. It's like, people want to see that so bad. I want to see it too. It's just a no-joke situation, and like, I have no real desire for it.
If I saw the footage, it would be shocking because it's so gnarly, but in my head, like, I already know that you can do that.
It's the trippiest thing because I know I can do it too, but like, the skill is there. I can do backside flips. I know, and I've visualized, honestly, for 8 years rolling away from that stupid thing. And I've done it a million times in my head. I've gone back to it. I've watched Jocelyn skate it, and I'm just like scared of it, I think. When you get there and you look at it, dude, it's so manageable in my mind. In my mind at the top, I've done it. I'm there. I look at it, I see the bottom, my brain calculates how far it is, and it's just like, you got this. And then it's just like, it's a whole different thing when you actually run, throw down, and get 6 to 8 of the hardest pushes you've ever pushed, and then still at that point second guess yourself that you don't have enough speed. That it's the scariest thing in the world.
How many times have you gotten smoked by?
2 times, 2 separate trips there, and that was it. Been back there 5 or 6 times to look at it, but
Let it go.
It is what it is, man. I lied, I apologized, and it just needs to die. Welcome to the Sandlot.
Damn, this thing is massive.
Yeah, dude, it's 11,000 square feet in here.
I feel like you're posting clips in here almost every single day. How much time do you spend in here?
Every night. I come here every night.
Really?
Yeah. And I post, yeah, you know, like some weeks I'll post every day. Some weeks I won't post, but like, that doesn't mean I'm not in here. It's not always about filming. It's cool to film and put out edits like that and like just show people what you're doing, but when skateboarding becomes all about filming, then you've lost it.
iShot's been entering and winning a bunch of like park contests.
Yeah.
Have you thought about going down that route?
Yeah, eventually. And I will try to get into that when I feel right. I'm working on 540s right now and some inverts and things like that. So like I want to have these 5 tricks I'm working on so that I can actually have my style, my street style, but then also do the tricks, you know, the Tom Shars and the Sergentes are doing. But it's cool because like that's a new goal for me, is to like go compete in one of those. And do I want to win? Yeah, dude.
You just seem like you're in the best place that I've ever seen you in.
I'm just like, life is good, man. It really is. And I try to live daily. I seriously live daily to keep the stress out. And so with that, it's just like my routine now is just, it's good, man. I train, I skate, I sleep well, I eat well. Skating's fresh right now, man. It's fresh again and it's new, which is so crazy. I'm 27 and it's like, it's brand new.
Way to do it.